Hey guys, it's Ree from Untamed Outlaws. So here is our next recap video. It was another victory on our part, 72 to 66, and this put us over the top and we became a level 10 clan. So great job to everybody. Well earned. We are so glad to be there finally, taking a little bit of getting used to the troop level boost going up 2 levels. So this was a Japanese clan. They used the majority of their attacks, but this is kind of what they did to us. We had 3 Town Hall 10s in this one as well. You know, 1 star, 2 star, and then they left quite a few Town Hall 9s on the board, and everything else was 3 stars. So it actually, could have went a little bit differently. They were a level 10 clan. So this is what we did. We were it wasn't matched very well either. So they had 2 Town Hall 10s, and then their Town Hall 9s went all the way down to, I believe, 16. Yeah, all the way down to number 16 was Town Hall 9, when our Town Hall 9s stop at 13. So they had 3 more Town Hall 9s than us, but we had 1 more Town Hall 10, or he's a 9.5. So I don't know. We had some Town Hall 8s trying to go against some Town Hall 9s, but they couldn't quite do it. But we still were able to pull everything off. Everything was 3 starred except for the 2 Town Hall 10s, and unfortunately this one we only got a 1 star on, but no worries there. So Bama 3 starred both 3 and 4. And then Knit, this first one that I'm going to show you, this is his 3 star attack. This was his first hit on this base, I believe. Did we do? Yes, we did do a drop one. So let me go ahead and get showing this one. So the reason I wanted to show this one is because he's doing a queen walk, and I know that there's tons of videos out there about queen walks. You see them all the time, and especially when you have max heroes, which Knit does. But I'm just showing it because for our clan it's something different. We don't do a lot of queen walks, and I've got a couple to show this war. So Knit was this first one. So I just like to show it because it's different for us anyways. It might not be different for you guys that are watching. So he just got some of the things taken out down here at the bottom, and then he's working his way around. He's gonna end up sending his kill squad in, kind of right there. If you've noticed, I've done away from the pin because that one that I had, ads would come up in the middle and I couldn't stop it. So I don't really have a great one to use while I'm recording. So if anybody's that watching has an app that they use specifically to be able to draw on this while it's going and let me know what it is, I would really appreciate it. So he sent his kill squad in, his Valks went in, took out the CC troops, dropped a heal right there for him, and then a rage to get them completely demolishing that core. Healed them right away while they're going to be banging on the walls there. And his healer at this point, the one that's left, switched over to the golem, but once you get through here, they may switch to the golem or the Valks, or who knows where they're going to go. It's really hard at that point to get it to stay with the queen. But really, once he got in there and smashed that core and they kind of split up in 2 different directions, there really wasn't much left. And so it was just taking out the end there. Another one that put a Tesla there in the corner. That's kind of ridiculous for a top Town Hall 9, in my opinion. So the next one, so Kano did a cleanup attack on that. Is here, I believe it's this one. Last time I showed a replay by N, he told me I needed to say his whole name. So I think it's N Sabanur, but I could totally be wrong. It's some sort of character that I have no idea what it is. So we'll see if I said it right. He'll let me know. So I was showing this one because he was doing the GHBH. I still have not had time to really look into this attack too much or to watch it. Some people explaining it on YouTube. So I'm not much help as far as it goes, but again, it was something a little different instead of me showing you Gavajo, Gavajo, Gavajo. So I wanted to put that one out there. They had a hound in the CC, If I remember right, when it pops here, I was thinking, oh, this could do some damage. It kind of split up and could take out some healers or some different things. But he did a fairly good job dropping the poison right away, and the queen kind of took care of the rest. So, kind of jumped around, went around where the town hall was, lost a couple healers. They are still on the bowlers, which at the end of this, you'll see really is what made the difference in this attack. As if right here, those healers would have decided to switch on to that queen, he wouldn't have made it. And you'll kind of see why. I'm gonna go just a hair faster to get through, just because the bowlers are slow and the queen's kind of banging on the walls, and we've got other bowlers down here at the bottom. So they're making their way around, and they're gonna end up meeting. Well, his queen is gonna end up going down here in just a second. So all he has left to finish this, and granted it is kind of cleanup, but there is one cannon, is just the bowlers. So I was watching the playback on it and thought, okay, is he gonna make it? Is it gonna work? And since those healers were on it, he did. Now, if the healers weren't with them, I don't know. But then they might have been with the queen, and she might not have died. So who knows? But anyways, that was another glimpse of something that we don't see very often. Um, so then Knit 3-starred that, so he had a really good war, 6-star war for him. So I 3-starred 10 and 11. I didn't do, my assigned target was 8, but when this war was going on, I literally was in bed. I think I had about 101-degree temp, and I just said, okay, just let me clean up. I honestly thought that I was going to do total crap. So I was really surprised that on both of my accounts, on my main here and then my mini Town Hall 8, I actually had a 6-star war. Honestly, I don't know how I pulled that off. So, but the second one is one that I want to show you because I did Queen Walk as well. And my queen is only an 18 compared to the one that I showed you earlier of Knits. Now this one obviously you could tell is a cleanup, and they had really bad bomb placement, so I was able to set off a double bomb early right here and then over here just by dropping a hog there. I probably could have went with an easier troop, but it was what I had made. And just trying to get the queen to take care of some of the stuff down here on the bottom. I actually had wanted her to do more, but I tend to forget how long it takes for her to go through storages. So at this point, she was already taking longer than I really wanted her to. And so I just decided, well, I'm just going to drop the golem right here. And I didn't want to draw out the CC to her, but she did end up taking the queen out for me, which was a bonus because I hadn't really planned on that. So I sent the Valks right in, just let them break through the walls and then raged them right away. They're just going to shoot through the walls again, and then once they get in there, drop a heal for them. They ended up kind of going around, which I didn't anticipate, but that was okay. Bust through the walls again. My healers actually stayed on the queen, which was nice because she had both the Expo and the Archer Tower hitting her right there. So the Valks are still going pretty strong. I was holding the heal because I wasn't really sure where they were going to go, and I was watching their health. I knew the queen was okay. The king had gone up and around and was doing his own thing. So I was just waiting to see if I needed to use it for them if they went somewhere. But what ended up happening, I'll speed up just times 1 here, is that they actually just made it around the base, and the queen walk with, I mean, she's done with her walk, but since she still has the healers, she took everything out. So surprisingly, I ended up swagging a heal on that. Like I said, totally not expected. I don't even really remember making a plan for this because I honestly did not feel well at all. So I just wanted to show that when I do a queen walk, I'm just leaving the screen up. These are the troops that I like to use. Obviously the 4 healers. I do 15 Valks. Um, and then at least one rage, usually a jump. I must have been missing a spell in there and I didn't even realize it. So that's just kind of what I use when I'm doing it, and a one golem as well. So I think we're gonna pop down here. I wanted to show, so this is Jay. So Jay's been kind of on a hot streak lately, which is well good for him. I know that everybody struggles from time to time. I know it sucks when we get in funks and we just feel like we're sucking totally, and no matter what we do, we can't get a 3 star. Not that that's what was happening to Jay, but he's just really been on fire lately where he's getting 3 stars left and right. Now that I've said that, I've probably jinxed him and he's going to get all mad at me. So I think that he was trying to get the CC pulled and he had a little bit of a hard time here doing it. And then luckily, well, I don't know if he counted them or not, but obviously that's not all of them. You can tell there should be some more whiz, and he pulled him over to the side. So, but with this one, he didn't know what was in the CC, so since it was a fresh hit, if he would known that it was just wizards and archers, he could have just went straight in and the Valks would have destroyed him. But, when you don't know if they're going to have a baby dragon there or a full dragon, going in like that blind can get your Valks toasted, which has happened to Jay many times. So he's being a little more hesitant with it. And then a baby drag does end up coming out. But luckily, he's got some wizards right there, and his queen is already right in there. That he does drop the heal for the Valks, but it was taken out pretty quickly. They don't quite fry the Valkyries as fast as a full dragon would. So this base, once it gets kind of opened up, is not much to it. Granted, it's a real low level Town Hall 9, but then Jay hasn't been a Town Hall 9 for very long himself. So these are the kind of bases he should be hitting. As you can see, he's got real low level heroes, but that's just where he's at. That's not because he should have higher ones. So he just missed them getting the value of that heal spell right there. They kind of caught the tail end of it on the back end. But at this point, he still just had enough going on that the base was already pretty much destroyed. That even that other bomb that they picked up, I mean, his queen was still up, his king was still up. And like I've said, when you have both heroes up at the end, you pretty much know that it was a done deal on that. So these are some other CJ also had a 6 star war. So then the next one I'm going to show you, this was their top Town Hall 8, and this was taken out by Apollo, who I believe was our top Town Hall 8. So he did a go Vaho, but it was just a little heavier on the hogs compared to the Valkyries. He did pull the CC to bring it out there. Sent Wally's in with both places where the golems were at. Even though at that point the one that was at top had already continued moving on down to meet with the rest. And once everything was cleared out, made sure his Valks were going to go in and drop those and the CC Valks. And then just immediately started coming in a couple different places with the hogs. Now, you can tell that Apollo was really paying attention because he was able to see that, okay, my Valks need a heal and my hogs too. I mean, they pretty much were right at the same time and they were good placement. The rage there was, I mean, I think meant somewhat more for the Valks. I don't think that they were in there though. So maybe it was to get the hogs through faster. They hit a double bomb there, but regardless, it's still at that point it's pretty much over. I mean, he still has a golem up. All of his Valkyries that were in I guess he's missing one. And the CC were still up. Only ended up with 2 hogs there at the end, but still just running around to get those huts. Now, the one thing that I would say, which I've said before, is when there's huts in the corner, use some of those barbs or drop a whiz and do 4 archers or a couple minions or do something and put those on the huts in the corner. You will be so pissed off if you get 99% because of one builder hut. It's happened to all of us. I will say it again until I'm blue in the face to do that. I had to drop down and clean up this Town Hall 8 for us. There was one of my attacks. So then the next one was down here a bit. I wanted to show you. So here is Snake taken on with a Go-Ho with his level 2 hogs. Granted, it's a low level Town Hall 8, but still wanted to show how he did that. He's moved up since he has golems now, so he doesn't have to take giants, do his dirty work. Still does the same draw that he always did. Grabs those CC troops out, brings them up to a corner. He's going to drop a golem, and then his poison, and then he'll surround him with wizards. Oh, I see he's got his wizards up to level 5 too. Now, so it's still just kind of cleaning stuff up while those wall breakers decide where they want to go. It was bad luck right at the start there hitting a bomb, but wasn't too many defenses, so he was able to put a heal down and get him healed up right away. So he just lets them work around the base. He understands the way that the hogs are going to go and where's the best place to, drop a heal. So that way they're getting the heal the whole time they're hitting all those defenses. I think there was, what, 6, almost 7 defenses right there that they took out. And the whole time that they were working on them, they were getting the value of a heal spell. So basically nothing was happening to them. And then at this point you can see there's no more defenses left. He throws the rest of his kind of wizards down around the edges for cleaning up, and then it's just going around and finishing the rest of it. And that was it. And Snake also had a 6-star war. So just because I haven't showed this before, I am going to see, I kind of showed you what different people did this time, but so you can kind of get an idea of what kind of, caliber of attackers that we have here. So you can see that, and I know it only counts as 5 when it's a cleanup, but we'll say 6 just because they were 3 stars. So you can see, so Bama did it, Nit did, N came really close because he had a 90%. I did. Gerald was pretty close because he had a 92%. Burger had 1. Poor Allie had a 91 and a 98%. ABC had 1. I had 6 stars. Jay had 6 stars. C3 had 6 stars. Turtle, which is my mini, had 6 stars. Snake had 6. So, I mean, that's just a lot when you think of what's left in there and how much we actually end up sometimes using practice attacks, or especially for our Town Hall 8s. I mean, our Town Hall 8s always get cleared, and a lot of times people are coming on, they're like, where am I supposed to attack? What do I do? And we tell everybody to always use their attacks, and we just make them go do a practice one. So that's it. I'm getting closer to being caught up. This one's going to be uploaded tomorrow with another one that I recorded earlier. And then I got one more to do, but that will be it. So thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one.